In PE design, there is nothing called a knockdown stitch. I'm not sure what you want to accomplish, but we have something called undersewing. So if you have large text, you might need undersewing to make it more stable. Select your text, go up to Sewing Attributes, choose Undersewing, and you can choose different styles. When you click on the style, you can come down here to the preview window, see what it looks like. You can change the density. How dense do you need that undersewing to be? And it's applied automatically. I'm going to change the preview to the stitch view, and when I zoom in on it, I can see the undersewing. The regular stitches are going across, this zigzag and these lines going up and down, that is the undersewing. Let's take a look at this heart down here. And it has some undersewing. Let me go ahead and select it. Undersewing is selected. I'm going to turn it off. Oh, that's the line sewing. I'm sorry. Region sewing, here we go. Let's turn it off, and you can see just the top sewings there. Undersewing, and you can choose what type and how light or how heavy. Now, if you're talking about a stitching behind a design to use it on a towel, I can select everything, and then I'm going to go to the embroidered patch. I don't want a satin stitch around it, but I do want to have a line outside. Let me have it way outside so we can see it. And it gives me a shape. This blue line means it's grouped. I'm going to ungroup that just so I can select this outline. I think I'm going to edit that a little bit just because I don't like this part right there. Delete it. And now I've got a shape that's following my area. The regular select, I'm going to go up to shape. I'm going to select this net fill. I'm going to also turn off the running stitch. I'm going to have this net fill stitch first, and then I can go up to the sewing attributes and change different features about it, all depending on what I want to do. I can change the type. I can change the color. I can even say, well, I don't want the net fill. I want to use a spiral stitch. Now that doesn't look like much, but when I go to the sewing attributes, I can change the density to make it more interesting. Oh, well, 5 doesn't get me much. Let's go up to 12. That also knocks down your nap. I can change that to a stipple stitch and make that spacing real close. It all depends on what do you want to accomplish.